102歳。
そうだね。
人生のアドバイスはありますか？
人生のですか？
Yeah. That's important.
Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Takashi from Japan. So today I came here, Japan's tropical island, Okinawa. Okinawa has produced longest lived people in the history of the world. I'll interview locals over 90s and American longevity experts to discover their secret to a long life. Okay, let's get started. Thank you for your time. How old are you?
Just 90 years old now.
90 years old.
大正11年
生まれ。
2月1日。はい。
じゃあ、102歳。
そうだね。
94歳です。
一人で住まれてる。
一人です。
なるほど。なんか何をして過ごしてますか？
本を読んだり、料理を作ったり、生きがいですね。楽しみです。
静かな世の中が起きないで、遅れたらいいねと思います。そのデイケアするとこがあるんですよ。そこに年寄りが行ける人行って、あっちから迎えに来ますから行って、地にぼんやりしているよりはいいんじゃない？
確かに。
I'm 90 years old now, but I still have jobs in the hospital.
You're a doctor, right?
Yeah, I'm lucky.
Would you say that your ikigai is your work?
Yeah. But ikigai is a very important factor like physical health.
生きがいは何ですか？
機会はね、何かね、この子たちは素直に世の中を生きていけることができたらねと思います。
長生きの秘訣は何ですか？
まあ自由です。心の中にわだかまりがない。心の中にかかるのがないです。わだかまりがない。
人と会うのが少ないと思うんですけれども、なんか孤独になったりとかっていうのはないですか？
いやですから孤独と考えるか自由と考えるか、自分の思うままに気ままに気ままするのが一番いいです。
今はじゃあ幸せですか？
もちろんです。幸せですよ。私はね、自分を不幸と思ったことはないのよ。何もかも受け入れます。
私はとっても食にもいろいろな生活にも苦しい思いをして望むもなくて本当に幸せな人生を送ってたと思い、財産があるわけでもないですけど、人を思ってあげたね、貧しい人ね。
後悔はないですか？
後悔、人生に、後悔してもしょうがないでしょ。戻っては来ないのに、これは安らかに受け取ってありがたいと思って生きるのが大事じゃないかと思いますね。後悔しても望んでも戻ってきません。今のように今を感謝して生きていけること、ご飯も3食いただけて何言うことないです。ありがたいとしか言えません。
こうすればよかった、ああすればよかった、それ思いますよ。帰ってこないでしょ、時間は。だからもう考えません。そういうことは一切考えない。毎日をとにかく楽しんでいます。悔いのないように。
お金というのも人生の中ですごい大事な要素を占めるものだと思うんですけれども、どうお考えですか？お金に対して。
命より2番目に大事なもの。お金がなければ生きられませんよ。精神だけでは生きられない人間は。必要な分はないといけませんね。金によってね、人間の気持ちが卑屈になったりね。金は大事ですよ。
ストレスのない生活が送れるのも若い時からお金に対してちゃんと考えてきたから。
人に頼らないというのが私の一つの自信でもありますね。自分のことは自分で切り開いていく。これはお金がなければできないです。
In the case of 20 or 30 years old people, young people, we have to have an ambition. That's important. But we have to get married to that. We have to get families.
Oh, do you think it's really important
Yeah.
to have a family, to get married?
Choose the kind of the resilient lifestyle.
結婚して子や孫いっぱいいた方がいいですよ。だけど人間というのは思う通りにいきませんからね。人生というのはそれは与えられた宿命というものをね、
結婚されてなくて長生きされてる友達だったりとかはいますか？
いますよ。最近多いですね、そういう人も。でもその人たちはその人たちでね、必ずしも結婚じゃなくてね。
年を取ることを怖がる人は多いと思うんですけど、世の中。それに対してどう思いますか？
私はね、年寄りがね、若い人に比べられない素晴らしいものを老人は持っています。ですからね、老人に対してとても憧れが若い自分からありました。何とも言えないね、味があるんですよ、老人は。
言いたいことはありますか？
若い人は若い人の考えがあるでしょ。いい人生を送ってもらいたいと思います。気づいていかないといけないでしょ。人が何しやこうしやだってそんなにできるわけでもない。与えられた人生を大事にして生きてほしいと思いますね。
長生きもあんまりは望まないですね。今の世の中はね、なんか殺伐としてるでしょ。いいという世の中じゃないから、いつ死んでもいいと思ってますよ。本当。
本当。なんで変わったと思いますか？
心がなくなりました。心がない世の中。戦前はこうじゃなかったけどなと思いますよ。だからこういう世の中にね、長生きするのもあまりね、もうここまで生きたからね、いつ死んでもいいと思ってます。
Once a week.
once a week.
So once a month maybe. And we have more in the once a week maybe.
So you have lots of opportunities to meet people all the time. You need to have friends, you need to have family if you want to live long life.
Yeah. That's important.
東京に若い頃住まれてたっておっしゃってたんですけども、どうでした東京の生活は？
東京はね、生きていると思いました。東京に住むだけでも勉強になるところと思いました。東京から沖縄をこう見た時には本当に私は沖縄人でよかったと思いました。毎日思いました。こんなちっちゃい島国ですけどね、沖縄はいろんな面で文化が高い。誇りです、私は。
家族も友達もみんな仲良く生きていけることが望みですね。戦争も何もない世の中で子供たちも育てていきたいと思います。戦争ってつまらないことして人の命も奪って惨めな思いをさせて本当に。
人生の勝負は老後にありと思ってます。若い時に華やかでも惨めな生活してる人もいますよ。そうだけど人生の勝負は老後にありといつも思ってます。
いらないおしゃべりしてごめんね。あんたも頑張ってよ。
ありがとうございます。
みんな沖縄のために頑張ってください。
ありがとうございました。Before we continue interviews, this video is sponsored by Tokyo Treat and Sakurako. Sakurako is a subscription service where you receive a monthly Japanese artisan snack box filled with traditional and authentic Japanese snacks. Sakurako helps in partnering with local Japanese snack makers to continue to share Japanese culture and tradition that have been passed down for over 100 years. This month's theme is Islands of Okinawa. Okinawa has 600 plus islands and every island has its unique culture. You can explore the islands with these sweets.And Sakurako also has a Japanese tableware every month. This month, I got this Kingyo Mino ware plate. This is vanilla cream waffle cookie with smooth vanilla cream with a subtle hint of Okinawan sea salt. This is summer senbei. This senbei has been generously coated in a blend of honey and soy sauce. And Tokyo Treat is packed with latest seasonal sweets. In contrast to Sakurako, which represent traditional Japanese culture, you can feel a modern life in Japan with Tokyo Treat.This month's theme is Summer Matsuri Flavor Fest. Natsu Matsuri, also known as Summer Festival, are one of my most favorite Japanese cultural events. This is mannequin waffle cookie and cream. This fluffy, dense waffle is a popular summer treat in Japan. This is cheese cream pancake. This has a sweet flavoring made with 3 types of cheese: cream, Gouda, and cheddar. And each snack is explained so that you can see what's produced, and also you can check origin information.This will give you more places to go when you come to Japan. So if you'd like to experience having a good quality Japanese snack around your home, click the link in the description below. Okay, let's get back to interviews. Thank you for your time. Could you introduce your background?
So my name is Crystal Burnett. I'm an Okinawan longevity expert and an Okinawan plant and health specialist. I am from Florida, United States. I have my graduate's degree from the University of the Ryukyus here in Okinawa, and I have a company that I established in Japan by myself, and I sell Okinawan health products abroad.Why
did you decide to research about longevity in Okinawa, Japan?
Being from America, it has more than 50% of the population is overweight or obese. I grew up with that, so I was used to that. And when I came to Japan, I was surprised that everyone was this like skinny, kind of. They were like there was not a lot of overweight people. And I heard about the Longevity Island, which is like crazy. Like this was when I was 21. So I was like, how in the world have I been living on this earth for 21 years and no one has told me about the Longevity Island? Like that is absolutely mind-blowing to me. Then I decided that I'm going to get my graduate's degree in Okinawa. So then I came to Okinawa and started studying. I've been in Okinawa a total of 8 years.
As a longevity expert in Japan, so why Japanese people live so long?
So Japanese people in general, they live such a long time because if you look at the traditional diet, not looking at like fast food, they eat unprocessed food and they eat clean food. So like very nice rice, fish, vegetables. It's a big one, eating a lot of vegetables. And then you look at the people that walk around a lot, because in Japan it's very tiny, so you can walk down to the street and you can move your body. And then also there's that concept in the language of ikigai, so they all have their purpose in society and the reason that they want to live and wake up in the morning. So I would say those are the three factors. There's many, many more, but in general, that is why Japanese people live such a long time. Ikigai is connected to longevity because people don't realize that when you are, let's say 80 or 90 years old, if you don't feel like you have a purpose in society or in your own life, whether it be in your family or in your city or whatever, you're not going to want to be healthy. You're not going to want to wake up early. You're not going to want to walk around, right? So the Ikigai gives you that spark in your heart, which sounds kind of cheesy, but it gives you that contentness and your not happiness. Don't mix up Ikigai with happiness. A lot of people think that it's what makes you happy, but you're not constantly happy from morning to night, right? But if you're content, if you're not depressed, you don't want to be depressed. So Ikigai gets you away from that depression. It brings you to contentness, and then it gives you tasks to work on. So every day, how can I fulfill my Ikigai? How can I fulfill my purpose? And that's what gets you wake up in the morning and start going.
I think many Japanese people, elders, have ikigai, right? But what's the common things? Like, is it like mainly family or is it mainly the job or?
So Ikigai is actually very simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. People like to complicate it. And then if you ask Okinawans what their Ikigai is, they don't really know. It's not like something they, like people in the Western world are like writing it down and thinking about it, which is good. You should do that. But to them, it just comes so naturally. And that's actually one of the hard parts about learning about Okinawan longevity. It's like, what's your Ikigai? And they're like, growing vegetables. And it's simple. That's fine. If that's your Ikigai, that's absolutely wonderful if you are content with that. Or if it's taking care of their family or whatever it may be. So food does play a part. Of course, if you eat cheeseburgers every day, you are probably going to have a heart attack by the age of 60. It's not just Okinawa. So it's a blue zone, right? So we have Okinawa as a blue zone. We also have Italy. We also have Greece. We also have Costa Rica and a small city in California. Now, they all eat different things, right? We have purple sweet potato here, but in Italy, they have pasta and breads. So people are very fixated on what is the exact thing I need to eat. But if you look at it, they all eat generally healthy. They eat unprocessed foods, but they all eat different things. So if you look at that, what is the biggest contributor to longevity and what's similar among all of them? And you look at it, it's mentality. So actually all these blue zones are very poor places. They're actually a lot of them, are very impoverished, so they don't have a lot of money. So we look at all these places. Okinawa is the poorest prefecture in Japan. It's the lowest minimum wage. It has the highest divorce rate, lots of kids. And you look at that, even despite that, they live such long, happy lives. The mentality would be that, for example, they say that being lonely is the equivalent of smoking 15 cigarettes a day.
I've heard of it, yeah.
Yeah, just being lonely. So the Okinawans are not lonely. They have moais, which is a monthly meeting where they get together with friends and eat and talk. But if you look like, for example, in the States or any other country, when our grandma or grandfather get older, they live alone, and then they stop talking to their kids don't call them, their kids don't visit them, they don't see their grandchildren, they don't have friends, they get very lonely. And once they get lonely, it starts going down. Their health just starts deteriorating, and that is connected to their will to live. Because when you're lonely, why are you gonna wake up tomorrow? What is your purpose in society? And then you have stress. So you're stressed. So you get cortisol is increasing in your body. And again, stress. So we have social connections and then we have stress. Stress is the #1 indirect killer of human beings. So heart attacks. What is that caused by? You're eating bad food, but then also you're stressed.
So we talk about like why Japanese people, especially Okinawan people, live so long. So what can we learn from what can we do from tomorrow, from today?
So besides eating healthy, that's kind of the easy one. People like that one. But I would say more importantly is to not just feed healthy food to your body, but feed healthy thoughts to your brain. Because that is 50-50. That is just as important. So finding your purpose. If you have any sadness or depression or anger, try to work on that and bring yourself into positive thoughts. Try to be with the people around you. Stop canceling plans. Don't cancel those social plans with your friends. A lot of people do that these days. And try to find your stress triggers because stress, it's connected to your mind, right? So try to figure out ways to de-stress.
Oh yeah, you speak Japanese, right?
Yes.
So how did you learn? Okay, especially Okinawan language.
沖縄方言って皆さん言うんですけど、沖縄の方言ではなくて沖縄の言語ですね。で、私あんまり喋れないんですよ。めっちゃくちゃ難しくて。一応日本語は今喋ってるから日本語は喋るんですけど、ワンネクリスタルアイビンゆたしくウニゲーサビラっていうのが私はクリスタルです。よろしくお願いします。
沖縄の友達と沖縄のその友達のお父さんと会ってて、その2人が話してることはもう全然分かんなかったからやっぱ沖縄って日本だけどやっぱ日本じゃない側面が多いんだなっていう。
もう 100% 沖縄の言語で喋る人だったらちょっと分からないんですけど、混ざってるからまあ結構分かってますね。
Not many foreign tourists come to Okinawa compared to like let's say Kyoto, Osaka, whatever, right? Japanese people love Okinawa. Okinawa economy rely on tourism, right? But mainly domestic, mainly for Japanese people, right? But I want people to know about Okinawa. I want people to visit Okinawa because it's not just beach island. It's not just that, right? It's more than that, right? Can you promote Okinawa Island? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Okinawa, think about it. It used to be its own country, essentially. It had its own kingdom. It has its own pottery. It has its own food. It has its own language. It has its own clothes, right? We don't have kimono. We have ryuso, which is like a kimono, but different. We have completely different food. We have different stores. The people act differently, and then they speak differently. So coming here is just, like, it's kind of like a different world. Like, you think you're coming to Japan, but you're not. So if you want to really experience, again, Longevity Island, but then also Ryukyu Kingdom, Ryukyu culture, you can only experience it here. My experience is only Tokyo, but I made a company here in Okinawa, and thanks to the Okinawans around me, they've been so kind. They recommend me. They help me when it comes to business. They work with me. But I think, yes, Okinawans are much nicer. They're much kinder. They're chiller. It's slower here. Everyone's chill.
Okay, thank you for watching so far. How was it? That was interesting. My most favorite place in Japan. I'm really glad this is my 6th time in Okinawa. So this is nothing to do with longevity. But if you come to Japan, don't miss Okinawa. You have a good time for sure. Okay, anyway, thank you for watching. If you liked this video, click like button. Please subscribe to my channel. If you have any question that you want me to ask people in Japan, please leave a comment too. See you next time.